Oh. Oh. I mean, really, what else are we going to be doing on a Saturday morning? I mean, you could be mowing the grass, but let's face it, most people today, in the beginning of November, can't mow the grass because it's too cold. Whilst, that's right, I use the word whilst in a sentence. Whilst people like me living in Central Florida mow our grass year round. It is overdue for me to mow the grass, but I will say this. Oh, if I got to get something, I will say this. I haven't mowed in like 2 weeks. I haven't mowed in like 2 weeks. So there's that. Anyways, oh, I know most people aren't up this early on Saturdays. I don't know why I am, but once you get to be a certain age and you're used to waking up at certain times for work, it's like your body just can't stop waking up this early, you know? Just can't happen. Got the sniffles, haven't cleared out my system for the day or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Whatever. Oh, look at you, ARC. How's it going, man? Got my coffee, some sugar, Italian sweet cream. Tastes great. Oh, and I drink Cafe Buscello. It's in the yellow thing at your local supermarket. It is Cuban espresso, and it tastes of heaven. Absolutely tastes of heaven. So, melting in South Florida, Central Florida, we're not that much better. Although we did wake up, it was like 68 degrees outside. I'm hoping maybe it was actually 69 degrees. Giggity. That'd just make this day a lot more exciting. Good morning, Dutch. How are you, young lady? It is good to see you. Boom. I need to get more into gaming. I'm still on the Xbox 360. You know what I need to do? I'm going to try to get I'm really shooting for 1,000 subscribers because I don't make videos very much anymore because I have a really crappy computer. I've got the editing software on here and everything, but it's just terrible. I've had this computer probably about 8 years, 9 years, something like that. It's just tough to operate on, and it's really crappy quality for what I need. And so I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, and try to get me some more gaming stuff. I would like for a new computer. That's it. Oh, also, I saw it's another thing as a reason for everybody to be getting PO boxes to have stuff sent to them. By the way, that is the ultimate horror machine, don't you think? Man, you just get to a certain level and you're like, you know what? I'm going to get a PO box, and I'm going to just let people send me stuff. That doesn't sound like a bad little hustle, but I don't know if people would. I'm just scared of what people would send me. So what I think, I may have PO box themed moments. Maybe I'll say, okay, this week it's going to be something that you buy me that is as seen on TV. So what I want you to do is go on QVC at about 1 o'clock in the morning and get one of those shake weights that you do that with, you know, and it's supposed to work out your core and everything like that. See, you got a PS4. You're still more upgraded than me. I'm still on the Xbox 360. And oh, see, I told him. He said there was no drunk. If you ever watch this later on, you will see, as I stated, that Taco Bell gift card is on part of me. Yep, that's right. He's like, no, it doesn't have any letter to it. I'm like, shh, whatever. But guess what? I am excited. This Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. More importantly, Taco Bell Taco Tuesday. And me and Ryan and hopefully Sith, we're just going to sit around. We're going to get on a live stream that night, and we're going to do nothing except crush Taco Bell, like $25 a Taco Bell. I'm going to get so many tacos. I'm going to be a waterfall of poop for a week and a half. Just, okay, that was way too much information. Tone it down, tone it down. What you'll come to realize about me is that my brain to mouth filter thing isn't really kicked in quite yet, but a lot of times I'll say words and I'll try to reach out and grab those words after they've left, and that's it. I've never actually had Del Taco. Hold on YouTube live right now. I've got people messaging me on my Samsung Galaxy S10. I am not all about that iPhone life, drunk you whore. If you ever watch this again, I am not about that iPhone life. What's up, Orange Hat Man? How you doing? Woo! I'm telling you what, it is. By the way, everybody share this link on the Twitter. I'm not a very good multitasker when it comes to being on here and then getting on Twitter and sharing it out, because I'm like, hey, everybody, wait just a second. And there's like 15 seconds of awkward silence. I'm really uncomfortable with awkward silences. I just am. So I'm just saying, if wow, still on the iPhone 6, holler back to 2010. Man, I bet you still listen to a lot of Black Eyed Peas too, don't you? I'm just kidding. iPhones are okay, but Galaxies, that's where it's at, right there. Samsung, there, I got to get it in the light. Samsung Galaxy S10, booyah, kasha. We don't have FaceTime or whatever. Yeah, there's a couple things that we're missing, but it's so much easier and user friendly, in my opinion. But look, Dutch, I'm telling you, man, I've got a lock on the music. Well, not all of it. So my favorite, so if we're getting into music, there's a couple things that I really nerd out for. One of those, I have such a diverse playlist of music. Now, I'm a huge fan of 90s music. That's when I was born in 1984, January 22nd, 1984. So it will be birthday number 36 for me coming up in about a month and a half, 2 months. So I hope to party with you guys, actually. I don't go out very much anymore. But I do hope to party with you guys. Oh, look, hey, Crazy Eye Jedi, what's up, man? How you doing? Listen, Jedi, listen, I'm here to tell you what. I will never, ever, ever rip on a flip phone. Never. I kind of miss flip phones. I actually had one that I flipped open so hard that it broke in half. It was back when excuse me. It's back when I had Verizon. I don't have Verizon anymore. I have T-Mobile. And it works out pretty well. And T-Mobile scared the crap out of Verizon. I will say that. That's for sure. They didn't like the fact that they had like no set plan or anything like that. Trying to get one cup of coffee. It's all right, man. It's Saturday. Oh, look at that. February 1st. You're right in between me and my cousin. I'm the oldest on my dad's side of the family. I'm the oldest grandkid. And so the second oldest is February 14th. So you're right between me and my cousin, Rebecca. She lives up in Asheville, North Carolina. And I miss her and her husband, Taylor, and their kids so much. But they're my favorite cousins, man, ever. I'm from North Carolina. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the diversity of my music. My music. Big fan of the '90s. Early stuff. I'm talking Nirvana, Pearl Jam. Which, by the way, if we're talking the actual impact that one of the other two bands, because it was usually who are you a fan of, Nirvana or Pearl Jam, Nirvana or Pearl Jam. Now, granted, around this time I was about 8 years old. I didn't really know who Nirvana or Pearl Jam were, but looking back on it, which band had a bigger impact on their genre of music more? I would say Nirvana did because it Smells Like Teen Spirit, 1991, circa 1991. But when it comes to overall band, I like Pearl Jam more. Eddie Vedder just had that voice, that really good grungy voice, and a lot of their songs just really, really good. I loved it. But I started picking up around 1997, I guess, is when I really started paying attention. Sugar Ray and Third Eye Blind and all those bands, man. I loved me some Third Eye Blind. I loved me all of those types of bands. And once you get into 1998, 1999, that's when a lot of it, like one of the one-hit wonders, Eagle Eye Cherry, Save Tonight, all day long. Love that song. One of the first songs I ever learned on guitar was Save Tonight. Let me see, who else? 311 was a good one. Duncan Sheik, 'Cause I'm barely breathing, and I can't find the air. Don't know who I'm kidding, imagining you're there. This is how much I really don't care about how I look. I'm singing with no music. It's just me blasting Nirvana. I won't knock them for that. I really won't. Green Day. That's what I'm talking about. The Dookie album. Dookie. Who names their album Dookie? Well, Green Day does. 1996, I think. 95, 96. That was their big song. When I Come Around, that's the name of the song. I had to think about it for a second. Now, where else am I going in this? Where else am I going in this music genre? Well, I have a whole playlist of movie soundtracks. I am a huge movie soundtrack nerd, especially the biggest movies. Getting into Hans Zimmer is my up and comer. Now, I'm always a John Williams fan. Always a John Williams fan. He is the best of the best and wrote the most iconic music of all time. Everybody knows Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars and E.T., Indiana Jones, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Jaws, Superman. Oh, Superman hits me right in the feels. My whole childhood was me flying around in Superman outfits and homemade capes and everything like that, man. I'm telling you what, it was just one of those things, man. I loved me some Superman. I really did. Christopher Reeve, and just one of my things, man. Christopher Reeve was my boy. He was my absolute boy. And here it is. The video is saved. Sure did. Now, so Hans Zimmer, though, I think he's turning into the John Williams of this generation. He hits up Interstellar, Gladiator, and Man of Steel, and let me see. Oh, bro, listen right there, Skyrim, the Skyrim soundtrack. Oh, Rev Kev, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you, my brother. Man, that is my Reverend from up north. And Orville Nation, how we doing this morning? Believe it or not, I've only seen like 3 or 4 episodes of the Orville. It was all right. The first episode, the very first thing, when he walks in on his wife with that alien, and he squirts that stuff out of his eyes and then talks in that voice. Man, it was great. Oh, there's my man, my brother. Absolutely. What's up, Jay, man? I'm telling you what. Love that guy. But getting back to when by the way, you can come on if you want. Text me if you want. You don't have to. I don't know if you're working this morning or not. Hans Zimmer, man, he is where it's at for music these days. Absolutely. And I love listening to his music all day long. Ooh, painting the house. So are you painting in? No, you're painting inside. I don't think you're painting outside, but so some people here, you want to come on? DM me or text me. I'll send you the link. So there are a couple people that always have a invite to my thing. I've just and Jay is by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, Jay is my family. Absolutely. We were not born of the same mother, but a brother like him, there are none out there. So yeah, just saying. That's my thing. So we probably ought to get up sometime. Oh, maybe we go back to the tap house tonight. So there's this place locally. Me and Jay got to hang out there last week. It's called the Tap House. Tap room. What? There's my wife calling from tap room. I get no breaks in this house ever. I don't know what's happening. Oh man. So I think I am going to Rev Kev. I think I am going to get a PO box at some point. People are starting to saying they're sending me stuff, but they're sending it to Drunk 3PO's PO box. As much as I love him, he doesn't have to pay for both of them. So I think I'm going to get me one too. And Jay, now that you're in here, I do have to show you something. We had this talk, and I don't know what it was. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to show you where is it? I knew it was in here. Hold up. He didn't believe me. Crap. I can't find it. Whatever. It's probably because I'm not paying attention. I don't care. Ooh. I'm talking about. All right, hold up just 1 second. Hold up. I've got to see, this is where me multitasking just really, really sucks. Messages. All right, there he is. Next. All right, I'm here. Boom. Got it. All right. Jay, you got the invite, man. You got the invite. So oh, there it is, man. I'm still waking up. I didn't put this in there. This is voluntarily told to me. Just saying, that was there. So let me get on to one of my favorite, one of my amazing topics. I think that I've just been chuckling about. Now I hesitate, believe it or not, to get too much into. Into Star Wars talks, believe it or not, on my channel. And it's not because I'm not as versed as everybody else in the fandom is. Why am I part of the fandom though? I love the movies, I love the stories and everything. Well, most of the movies, but I just really hate being called a racist for something that's really stupid. That's it. That's it. I literally am fandom memes because fandom memes. What? I'm really part of the fandom memes. I just did it again. Freak. Coffee. I drank too much there. Oh, it's strong. Oh. Okay. Good. I am literally part of the fandom menace. Why? Because screw them. That's why. Oh, we've got some of the best people in this group, anyways. Man, what? Yeah, I didn't see many out there too. But I would see. I'm going to trying to be going to Comic Con up here in Pensacola, Florida, here in the next here in the next few months, and I need to try to cosplay up there, and I don't know what to do. Anyways, I was saying I usually don't get into the Star Wars talk because I just can't hang with a lot of the guys. I just can't hang with some of that really, really deep talk. However, I will say this. Yep, Fandom Menace is awesome, and they are good people. I will say this, though. I'm a humongous Game of Thrones fan. Humongous. I absolutely love Game of Thrones. I've been a fan of it for quite a while and have watched the season probably about 4 times, or the show 4 times beginning to end until the last season came out. And I know it was really hard, and they did a very, very risky thing by making a show based around a book whose series wasn't even finished yet. But they did good with what they had, and even season 6 of Game of Thrones was the last season that actually kept up with the books, and season 7 is when they started going rogue. Okay, season 7 is when they started going rogue and going away from the books. I myself still enjoyed season 7. I absolutely. Later on, Orville, it was good seeing you. Good seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. Tell your friends. Drink the Kool-Aid. I told you I need minions. I need to start a cult, I think. I'd probably be a good leader. I don't know how Doomcock does it, man. That guy, he's never shown his face before, and he has followers like no followers I've ever seen in my life. These guys have drank so much Kool-Aid for this guy, and he's awesome, by the way. I don't blame him. I just don't know how he does it. He just has a way of him. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So freaking Game of Thrones is doing their thing. And that's right. Freaking Game of Thrones is doing their thing. Gets on to season 7. I'm loving it. And then season 8 comes around, and holy crap. Season 8. You're in there. I've got a friend of mine from Asia that is watching. Hello. Anyways, what was I saying? My coffee maker's still on. Hold up. I don't want any more coffee now. I just need to turn it off. Okay, we're good. Started hearing noises. Didn't want to hear noises. Anyways. Legionnaire's package? What are you talking about? Legionnaire package? I need... Oh, hold up. What's up, man?
Why you got the big camera? Can't you shrink us down a little bit?
I'm sorry?
Can't you shrink us down just a little bit?
Yeah, I can shrink you down. You don't want to
That's my work.
be fully immersed in the screen there.
Yeah.
How's life up there on the moon, man? How are you working up there?
It was good. Good day today.
That's okay. Did you work this morning?
Yeah. Just the backdrop for the work.
That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about.
Kids think it's funny, so
I like it. So I was getting ready to hit on Benioff and Weiss, man. I'm telling you, how you feeling about those little turd nuggets coming up and being all Benioff and Weiss?
It's a weird story. Like everything is coming out now, but the last thing was like yesterday, they said one of the reasons they didn't want to do Star Wars is because of the toxic fans.
No.
I'm like, come on, man.
Dude, that is the easiest out in the
history. It is.
It's a terrible out. What it is they are whores and they know it. They know it. They wrote the crappiest ending for Game of Thrones ever. Absolutely ever. And they tuck-tailed and run because they got a sweet deal from Star Wars. But as they left in, they got an even sweeter deal. Wasn't it like in the billions of dollars for a couple movies from Netflix or something?
It's $225 million.
Oh, that's
or $250 million, something like that.
It's something astronomical. And so they tuck-tailed and run from Star Wars. Especially, I mean,
well, now they're saying that she might have they might have been let go. So,
well, I can see that too. Rev Kev, later on, my man, be good. Love your face. They're just so good.
The story's not clear, but if they got fired because they went to Netflix, it wouldn't surprise me because Kathleen Kennedy does that. Besides, Netflix is a
it's a direct competitor to
Disney
Plus now.
Yeah,
it
definitely is that.
Yes, whatever. But freaking, I don't even care, man. Benioff and Weiss they're proving themselves turds more and more and more. And I don't know what's going on with Kathleen Kennedy and them trying to fire them or whatever, but they're just taking whatever they can get, and it's like they moved on from Game of Thrones just for the money, and now they're seems like they're money hungry and it's coming back to screw them a little bit. But it's still Saturday morning too, and I'm not fully awake, so I may not have my facts straight.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
It's all right.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Maybe maybe Star Wars dodged a bullet. Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'm glad they're off the project. But it's not like it can get much worse. So.
But the problem is now, what are they gonna do now?
Well, I mean,
what's Star Wars gonna do now? That's all.
They're gonna do what they always do. They're just gonna push stuff out. I mean,
but with who though? Is it Rian Johnson's thing now, or
they're gonna. I don't know that they really care too. I mean, they may care a little bit, but I mean, they just push stuff out for the sake of pushing stuff out. They've got Star Wars, and they know Star Wars is a huge name. So I mean, they've obviously sacrificed and have had no problem sacrificing the quality. But then again, quality is a subjective term, anyways. Because I don't think what they've pushed out is quality too much, but they'll fight it to the T. But I mean, I don't think it matters. They'll push out. Solo. They'll push out. They came close to pushing out a couple other independent projects, but they haven't. But now they've got their TV series and everything that's coming up on Disney Plus and stuff. They're not going to, I don't think they're going to have a problem finding somebody to write for them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, like I said, I'm kind of out of my league when it comes to Star Wars stuff sometimes, but it's just, I just don't hold them to any expectations anymore. I'm just like, it's gonna be a crap show no matter which way you look at it.
That's the issue, is that they.
That's the sad part too. It's like usually I'm supposed to be really excited. Like I'll tell you what I wanted. When Rise of Skywalker trailer dropped, you remember that video of that dude that was like so super excited, he was almost crying and everything like that. Yeah. I really, regardless of what you think, I really hope that was a real dude reacting in such a real way. I thought that was sweet, regardless of how people.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel and he's special.
But I like that seeing somebody like that excited, regardless of what's been going on. If somebody did that for The Last Jedi, I'd still cheer him on, regardless. But
oh yeah,
it's like whenever I saw that the trailer drop, the first thing I thought was, "Oh, here we go again," and I was just like, I don't really care. It's like all my interest in it has just been stifled.
The media is definitely turning. Like there was an article that came out on Yahoo yesterday that says, yeah, I'm not excited for this new Star Wars film. And I'm just like, isn't that sad? We live in a time that the end of the Skywalker saga is like whatever.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But I mean, I really do like J.J. Abrams. I really do. He's done some great work, and I love the way he films his movies.
Okay, give me one.
Star Trek.
All right, so you're not a Trekkie. That's why you like it.
Well, of course, I'm not talking about the way that I'm not talking about the.
No, I'm just saying, like anybody that likes Star Trek that I knew was a Trekkie, and I go, yeah, I didn't mind the new Star Trek movies. They're like, that was the worst Star Trek, and so we feel, and so I get a sense of that as Star Wars fans myself. When people were like. And I'm like, no, man, this is not good Star Wars. And they're like, well, it was okay. It was a good movie. So it's all dependent on how you're invested in it. Like,
I think you're probably right.
But all of us can agree on one thing: that last season of Game of Thrones, I haven't met one person that enjoyed it.
No, I have not either. I have literally nobody I've ever known has said that was a great season. Nobody. Some people tolerated it. That's the best I've ever gotten, is that they tolerated it.
Yeah, but I don't hear like there's no like split in the fandom or over that last season.
And this is what's so terrible about Benioff and Weiss too, and even HBO for that matter, is that the leaks for the final episode were out probably 3 or 4 weeks. Were out way before the last episode ever came out.
Were they true?
So what?
The leaks true?
All of them.
Oh wow.
All of them. It's like I was thinking to myself when I was watching the last episode, I was sitting there thinking to myself, how in the world could this be so terrible? Every leak was true, absolutely 100% true. And they still didn't do anything to change it. Because everybody that saw the leaks were saying to themselves, I cannot believe how terrible this is.
Yeah.
I cannot believe how bad this is. HBO and Dumb and Dumber saw that and said, you know what? We're just going to run with it. F it. I was at least expecting a curveball in there somewhere.
And things haven't gotten better for Game of Thrones either. They filmed that pilot episode for
it was trash.
and everyone was, and even the executives were like,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
"Cut, no, that canceled."
It's just, oh my word.
They honestly, I think they needed a grand slam with the prequel thing coming out. So
Yeah, that's the only thing that would have saved him. Now, after news of the prequel and how much it bombed dropped, I would not be surprised if we don't see a prequel now, or at least it's going to be a long, long time before we see anything.
about Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Let's see. Being deceived by JJ with Star Trek because I like the. And see, that's the thing. JJ, when I talk about I'm not a Trekkie, and believe it, and I'm not really, I was saying earlier, I'm not as deep into Star Wars as it is. I like how I watch movies based on like this, the cinematography a lot. I'm looking at visuals. I'm looking at things like story writing and the sound and the music and how it ties in together. I just like the way he films movies. Um, I mean, regardless of what I thought about the content of the Rise of Skywalker trailer, I thought it was a beautiful trailer. Like I thought it looked really, really nice. But
the what trailer?
The Rise of Skywalker trailer, I thought it was like it had some great scenes in there. It had some like really good imagery and the cinematography was just really, really cool. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it from the visual and honing in my senses aspect to it, but the content of it, as far as the script and the stories and the characters and stuff goes, no, not happening.
Oh
no, but that's how I watch JJ stuff and everything. That's what really made me like.
Did you hear about the Terminator stuff?
I haven't. Everybody's. What has been the reception of the Terminator movie?
Do you want to hear?
Yeah.
It's a leak. I mean, spoiler.
Okay. Is that the one where Arnie is supposed to be John Connor's father or something? Okay.
You can even watch this on YouTube now. Someone's got it up on YouTube. Multiple people have it up on YouTube.
Okay, everybody in the chat, if
don't go see this movie, it's crap. And what I'm about to tell you proves it's crap.
I'm not going to see this movie.
Yeah, it's we were gonna plan on it, but like I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah, I kind of gave up on Terminator after Salvation.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, Terminator, the movie starts at the end of Terminator 2, where John Connor, they survive.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get the same actor who played John Connor, that boy. He's not a boy
anymore.
Yeah,
Edward Furlong.
Which was cool. Like, if he was in the movie, would have been cool. He didn't even have a speaking part. So the movie just starts. The credits don't even come on yet. And they're at the beach, Sarah Connor and her son, and he goes to get a Corona, and another Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator shows up and shoots him in the face and kills him in the first 3 minutes of the film. And that's how the movie starts. So, like, Terminator 1, which was cool, Terminator 2, which was awesome.
Oh.
Terminator 3 doesn't count because they just didn't want to count that, I guess. Yeah, they just shoot John Connor in the face. And everyone who reviewed this film was like, after that happens, the movie sucked. Like, you can't even get into it. Like, that's like the whole premise of the film. Like, they got the same actor, which was cool and everything, but they killed him in the first 3 minutes. So, like, if you were late,
you didn't see it at all.
You would have missed it. Yeah, you would have missed like and people. Yeah, and I'm like, why do they do that stuff, man? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, why do you want to? Like, why do they do that to our characters, Dan, that we love?
Freaking, that's another example. I'm really almost over remakes of movies or continuations of movies that have long since passed their prime.
Yeah, because they have this ridiculous idea of kill off everything. So basically, the Arnold Schwarzenegger that killed John Connor in the first 3 minutes walks off into the beach, and the next time you see him, he's an old man raising a family.
What?
Yeah.
I don't.
That's why you see old man Arnold. Like that's how I guess. So I guess that's how they were to bring tension in the film when he has to work with Sarah Connor. Don't do spoiler free, Orange Hat. It's already on YouTube. You might as well just let it out.
Yeah.
Just let it out. I already spoiled the movie. Just let it out. It's terrible. And the box office numbers came back. It could possibly be the biggest bomb in movie history in this 2019.
TT, what's up, man? How you doing? This is just enough. People are banking on the fact that it's going to be a success based on the name of the movie.
Yeah, that's the thing is they did that in the beginning to build tension. And you're just and then they also, since John Connor died, she stopped Judgment Day, but it started all up again with they changed the name from Skynet to it's not Skynet anymore. It's like the Judgment. It's so stupid.
Have you ever? I'll tell you one of the best,
nothing else to say at that.
One of the best, like when it comes to like time travel movies and everything like that. I've been what's up 19K. When it comes to time travel movies, I'm always just kind of meh about it, except for Back to the Future. That one I don't care what kind of science doesn't exist in there.
The only one seems the only one to get it right. But I mean, they should have stopped Terminator after the second one. It would have been perfect. And if they had done a third one, they could have easily done it like in the future or something like that. Kind of like they did Salvation, which I didn't mind Salvation. So
yeah, I'm not going to be on too much longer, Orange Hat. I'm going to plan for another day though. We'll get to it because I haven't seen enough. I don't know enough about the Terminator. I haven't really cared about the Terminator like at all. And
what you up to today?
I don't even know if I'm going to go. My kids have a birthday party from 11:30 to 1 at some gymnastics place around here. But other than that, I think I just got to mow the grass today, and I've got to put together an exercise bike. And that's that is a good question, man. Top 5 best time travel movies. Woo! Back to the Future, obviously.
Yeah, I got to give Back to the Future #1. They did it right.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how much science does not involved and how many plot holes you can find in there. But I will tell you that have you ever seen the movie Deja Vu?
No.
Oh. So that movie
is that like Groundhog Day?
No, that movie is that movie's a Denzel Washington movie. And it's based on the premise that he's an ATF agent and they're investigating a really big bombing of a ferry boat. And so he's trying to investigate this. He's like an expert in his field, but he realizes that there's a part, like an organization who has invented a way to look back into the past to see what happened so that you can investigate it and try, and see what's happening, but they can only look back like 3 days or something, and they can't change anything. And so they're looking back and finding this stuff. Well, they're able to send Denzel Washington back, but one of the premises of the movie is that it doesn't matter what you do. It's like God already has his mind made up as to how things are going to play out, so you can't change anything.
You know what movie I really love that's underrated for as far as time travel movie is Time Machine.
I haven't seen Time Machine. Was that an older movie? Good talk. Okay, good talk. Is he frozen?
Hmm.
Oh,
Shouldn't be.
you froze. You froze up there on me. What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, good talk. All right, I haven't. I haven't.
Yeah, the Time Machine, Star Trek 4, that was pretty good.
I didn't believe it or not. I haven't seen not a single one of the old Star Trek movies, except for Star Trek: First Contact. That was a time travel movie.
That's too bad.
That was a time travel movie. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Superman 1. That was a time travel when he went back. Was that technically time travel? I don't know. Avengers Endgame.
Probably. Endgame, I liked.
I'm still a big. I still like. Man, Infinity War was still probably my favorite superhero movie
Yeah,
at the time.
I don't think anyone could top that. So
That was just one of the best and well put together movies I've ever seen. And the fact that a bad guy actually wins at the end is like I almost didn't want there to be a second movie after that. But I knew there had to be, but it was just oh, it was great. I came out of that theater and I was pumped. I could have listened to heavy metal music going back, speeding 85 through a school zone, not even care. I was just I was pumped. I was pumped. But now they're gonna make Marvel really female heavy. And drunk. Is this me? Is that me?
it might be.
Am I freezing up?
It might be me.
Okay, it's okay. Doesn't matter.
Saturday morning. Got nothing to do.
It doesn't matter what's happening. Well,
go cut your grass, boss.
Yep. So I'm gonna get out of here real fast, and I may cut my grass. I may not. Maybe I'll. Oh wait. That, by the way, is a tearjerker right there. 1986, somewhere in time.
Hot tub time machine.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Classic. I may cut my grass. I may wait till tomorrow to cut my grass. I don't know. It depends on how procrastinating I feel today. Just I don't feel like doing much. I know I've got to do some stuff. I don't really want to get out and get all sweaty. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to call you and maybe we'll get together today. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yep. We're going to get together today. It's going to be 100% guaranteed. So everybody out there, man, thanks for stopping by. I know these little live streams come up every once in a while, but lick the like button and love y'all tons. Y'all be good and everything and all that.